Hi friends! In this video, I'm going to show you how to make cheesy crackers. They are also called Cheez-Its. So this recipe, cheesy crackers, they look like this. In this recipe, you're going to need butter, cheese, flour, and very, very cold water. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start off with 2 tablespoons of butter. So this says 1 tablespoon, so that means I'm gonna use 2 of these. And this is my butter. I'm using salted butter, so you can use salted butter and make sure that the butter is room temperature. So that means that it's not very cold. It's room temperature and it's soft. And then if you use room temperature butter, it'll be easy for you to mush up the dough. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 of these. Okay. And friends, if you only have regular butter, not salted, then you're just going to put a little salt, like a pinch of salt, if you're using regular butter with no salt. But I have salted butter, so I don't need to add any salt. So my butter, I'm gonna use, let me put it right here. I'm gonna use 2 of these. Oop. Okay, I'm going to use another tablespoon because in this recipe I need to have 2 tablespoons of butter. See? Okay, I'm going to leave this in the side. And then I need 3/4 cups of cheese. So this is what 3/4 cups looks like. 1/3 or 1/3 of a cup of cheese. So I'm using cheddar cheese. It's also asking you to use parmesan cheese, but all I have in my fridge and at home is cheddar cheese. So I'm going to use a 1/3 of cup of this cheese and then another 1/3 of cup, 1/3 of cup. Okay, so I'll show you. So I grated this cheese in my food processor, and then you can also grate cheese with mom and dad, or if you go to the store and already buy shredded cheese, that will work too. Okay, so like this, 1/3 of a cup of cheese. Now, because I don't have 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, I'm just gonna use another 1/3 cup of cheddar cheese because I don't have Parmesan cheese. But 1/3 of a cup, using only cheddar cheese will work too, because this is cheesy crackers. This is cheesy crackers, so as long as you use cheese, you will be good. Okay, and I know it looks kind of silly, it's not really shredded. I really tried my best to shred the cheese in my food processor. Okay, that was the cheese, and then I need 1/2 cup of flour. So that's what it looks like, 1/2 cup of flour. So I'm gonna get my flour over here. Okay. See? And then I put it right here in the bowl. And then, let me close my flour jar. I'm going to use my dirty 1 tablespoon to get icy water. So I have water and ice in here. Oops, I spilled it. Ah, oh well. Okay, I'll put that there. And now this is the part where you're gonna get all messy. So you have to like mush it up. Keep mushing. You wanna make like a dough. like a really hard, not really hard dough, but just keep on mushing it up with your hands. Now, see that it's still a little dry, my dough. So what I'm going to do is add another tablespoon of very, very cold water. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to take too long to mush this up, but I already have, let me clean my hands. I already have dough ready. I have dough. It's already ready. Okay? Now I'm gonna get my rolling pin. Now friends, if you don't have a rolling pin at home, it's okay. You can use a water bottle. So you have a water bottle here, and then I can roll it up. So my rolling pin is a little oily, so it's not gonna stick to the dough. But if your water bottle is sticking to the dough, you can add flour. So like this. You can add flour to your rolling pin and then roll it. Or if you don't have a water bottle that looks like mine, you can ask mom and dad for a spatula to make it flat like this. The purpose is just for you to flatten the dough. So my dough looks like this. It's like 1 centimeter thick, like that. And then I'm gonna take my pizza cutter to cut the sides of it, because I want to make sure that my cheesy crackers are like squares. So okay, so let me show you like this. Oops, does not show. Okay, so it's like that. Okay. All right. And then I just want to make some cuts to make it look like squares. So like this. Okay. And then the next step is to take a chopstick. If you don't have chopsticks, you can use a fork. And the next step is to put holes in your cracker dough. So like this. So the reason why you have to put holes in your cracker dough, so that when you bake it, it can bake in the middle. It can bake all the way. Because I don't think you'll want to eat raw crackers. It doesn't taste very good. And if you eat raw flour, it's gonna hurt your stomach. So you want to make sure that your cheesy cracker is baked all the way. So with my chopstick, if you have chopsticks at home, you can just put 5 holes. That's all you need, just 5 holes. So do that, and then the next step is to put it on a baking pan. Oops. So I already baked some. So here's my baking pan. I put aluminum foil on top of it so that it won't stick to the pan. And then I put my squares on the pan, and make sure that the cheesy crackers have space around each other so that when it bakes, it doesn't stick to each other. All right, friends, so if you do have a chance to make this recipe with mom and dad, please share it with me and Orange Room teachers. We would love to see your homemade cheesy crackers. All right, bye.